That exhaust fan does not run until we turn the vacuum on. Somebody that was having this problem in their bathroom posted a video, and I said I would do my best to explain it. So here is a clue. It is not a repair, it is a clue. Did you notice the fan runs, but the vacuum doesn't? If I come over here to this panel and disconnect the white wire of the circuit, or the neutral of the circuit, from the neutral bar and hook it to a breaker, that allows both the fan and the vacuum to run. I'm going to explain what I think is wrong using words. For people who don't know all those terms, I'm going to draw it on a whiteboard in about 30 seconds. So the two loads have been spliced incorrectly, turning them into a series circuit. And when you have two loads in series, they split the available voltage in proportion to their resistance. So at 120 volts, there is not enough voltage between the two loads to run both the vacuum and the fan. When I move that white wire from the neutral bar to the other breaker, I turned it into a 240 volt series circuit, thereby doubling the voltage and giving each load enough voltage to run. It's not safe, they're still getting the wrong voltage and they'll probably break, but there was enough voltage to run them. Okay, here is the more in-depth explanation. Here is the transformer on your pole. An electrical circuit is a complete conductive loop between any two of these connections. If it's between these two outside ones, it's a 240 volt circuit. If it's between middle and one outside, it's a 120 volt circuit. Circuit, complete loop. Okay, this is how we would draw that. Here is the three connections on the power pole, and there's your fan. To make the fan run, you bring one connection to here, and one connection to here. That puts 120 volts across the fan in a complete loop, and it runs. Now the correct way to add a vacuum is to make a connection here, through the vacuum, and then here. So the vacuum has a complete loop, and we have two loads in parallel. They're a parallel circuit, and they both have enough voltage to run what they need to do. So the mistake in your splice is the wire coming off the fan, instead of connecting to the neutral, it's going up here into the vacuum. So now the loop is through the fan, through the vacuum, back to the source. That's a series circuit, and they're splitting the available voltage. But look what happens before you plug the vacuum in. Let's see if you have a complete loop. It stops waiting for the vacuum. There is not a complete loop back to the source to run the fan. Now what I did when I disconnected the white wire is I broke this connection here, and I moved this connection over to the other side of the transformer. So now the complete loop is complete, but at a 240 volt potential. So now those two loads are sharing 240 volts. So that's what it looked like to me, but I'm not there. I put a meter on it. Maybe you guys have a better idea. All right, thank you very much.